Ready? And we're back with another episode of Forging Better Humans. We have the MIM Run Club, running club here today. Did I do that wrong?
Nah, you did it good.
Okay.
MIM.
MIM. Sorry,
MIM.
I'm just.
Eminem, it's all-
But it could be.
Eminem.
It could be MI. It could be MIM.
It flowed well.
Yeah, I already
we like,
messed
we
up,
like,
but
we
that's
like
cool.
some M&Ms.
Yeah. So a little backstory on that. I've wanted to get these guys in here for a while. The Iron Legion's been downtown, like in the heart of downtown. We've been in business for probably 15 years, but we've been downtown probably a little over 10. So we've been here 11, 12 years downtown on the square. When we got here, there wasn't a lot of anything going on, especially fitness related, especially in Ocala, period. But when you got downtown was pretty dead. I don't know if you guys remember that, how long ago that was.
Yeah.
Really, a little over 10 years ago. And I've seen different things come and go downtown, running clubs, and they always seem to be like managed by some outside thing that really didn't jive with the idea of the run club. And it was those types of things never seem to stick. And I would say as far as Ocala went, the health and fitness initiative was really never much of a thing. It wasn't their front foot forward. Mm-hmm. Now, over time, what I've seen is that's changed a lot. So when I heard about you guys about a year and a half, 2 years ago, I heard, man, there's this big run club that's like showing up downtown on the square. And I just blew it off. I didn't think anything of it. 'Cause I'll be honest with you, like I've seen it, and I've seen it over and over. Things would come, things would go. And then I started seeing traction on Instagram. Then I started seeing people running around. And then I'm driving from my house to the gym one morning, and I'm going through crowds of people. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on, man? Like, this is really cool. So this is different. This is something different. So I started leaning into it. And I had a couple of members here that have been over there, and they've run with you guys, and they explained it a little. And I'm like, I sat back, and I don't want to say that I'm not taking ownership of it. I said, I like that we stood the ground and we led the way for health and fitness in downtown Ocala, where we could open the gates a little bit, where people are trying more things, real fitness related things. Like I kind of felt like we kind of blazed a way to help you guys make a place downtown, right? So a lot of our members were integrated into that already, and it's cool. So it was like, something's got to be cool with these guys. So we kind of reached out. A couple of our coaches reached out to you guys, talked to you guys, and I found out your messages are very similar to ours too. You're all about building community. You're all about pulling people together, having through activity, through good fitness activities, faith, friends, family, that type of stuff. Like you have that real message, and that's when we actually started to meet. I think we met through a church event. I think we went to.
Yes, sir.
We did a men's event at the church, and I ran into you, and then the next day you came into the gym, and then we just kind of took off from there. So I wanted to get you guys in here so you can explain that story. That was just, I didn't know if you guys knew that was kind of how I viewed you guys going into it, and then I'd open that up a little bit because I do remember it was like somebody was wanting a negative opinion from me, right? They're like, oh, there's this run club down there taking all your members, and I'm like, no, this is good. Like if downtown is starting to think more fitness and health oriented, that's good for everybody. That's good for downtown Ocala. That's good for Ocala, period. That's where we need to go. We need to stop getting into the, fast food cliche chains all up and down to things. We need to get away from that kind of shit and start thinking health conscious, fresh fitness foot forward. So like if I could help create that atmosphere and you guys jump in there and we get more people on board with that type of stuff, man, I'm all about that kind of shit. So let me back off a little bit, let you guys talk about what you got going on, and we'll keep going from there.
Absolutely.
Let's go first.
You broke the ice. You did a darn good job at breaking the ice. I guess we can start off with how we founded this thing, how we started this thing off.
Yeah, for sure.
I was in the XFL in 2023, finished the season there, came home, had to get surgery for a sports hernia injury I had suffered during the season.
Right.
And I remember sitting there going through like recovery and stuff. I'm like, man, I need to get active. I still wanted to compete, but I knew that my time playing professionally was coming to an end. Mm-hmm. So we kind of fast forward. I had gotten to running. I wanted to get back in shape, so I said I need to at least start running a mile and a half, 2 miles a day. Struggled. And I would always see Julius post on his page, and we kind of knew each other from a distance because he was a little older, not calling you old, but he was a little older than me.
I know the feeling, man. Everybody called me old, too.
I'm the old guy.
He went to school with my brother, so we were always kind of intermingled in the same circle. I knew of him. We just never really connected. And one day I posted on my story after a run. I was like, I'm thinking about starting we start off as a men's only runs club, like a men's only run club. Who would, be all for it? And within, I say 2 minutes, 30 seconds, he hit me up like he was on board for it.
Yeah.
Him and Gabby, my other boy Gabby, he's kind of busy now. He hasn't been to the run in a while, but he came out, and the runs actually started at Jerby Gant.
Jerby Gant.
Okay.
So you want to touch base on that a little bit?
Yeah, man. So I always like when people ask how this started, I'm always like, one guy posted a story, another guy responded, right, and then 3 guys went for a run, right. We ran 2 miles, and the rest is history.
Right.
We ran 2 miles. It probably took us 25 minutes, and then we decided to run every day. So kind of came in hot. Ended up being brutally injured throughout the summer, but we started running every day, and we just didn't look back. And then I think we did that for like 58 days or something like that.
Okay.
We moved from as 3 guys, 2 grew to 3, 3 grew to 5, 5 grew to 10. We moved the runs to Zone. So we were just meeting in the parking lot at Zone. It was centrally located where he works at, where I live at. It was just easy for us to collect there.
Right.
And then we started taking off from there. Fast forward to the winter. Fast forward to like the season where they do the lights downtown.
Yeah.
So one day it was a non-run club day, right? So it wasn't a Monday or Wednesday or Friday. And I went for a run downtown, and they had like the Christmas lights on. And I was like, oh man, this is super cool. It'd be cool if we had a little group chat at the time, and I was like, why don't we all meet downtown?
Yeah.
And go for a run.
Right.
And we ran downtown with the Christmas lights, and then we never turned back. So then we kind of became, we liked the idea of being in the heart of Ocala, like physically on the square.
Yeah.
We kind of liked that. We kind of felt like it was in a way kind of like meaningful to like what our mission was, is kind of like being the center of Ocala and making Ocala the healthiest place in the world to live.
Absolutely.
We felt like we could do that right from the center. And so honestly, it's just been being faithful over that for now 2 years. But something that's really important that Price said, we started as a men's only club, right? A safe place for men to come and be men, right?
Right.
Not a place that you had to come and, come here, we're going to talk about things that men need to talk about. We're going to talk through things that men need to talk through. And then one day, like at the gym, like we were just getting ready to run. It's just guys, and like two young ladies showed up, and we didn't want to be rude. Honestly, we were just like, it kind of caught us off guard. Yeah. We didn't want to be rude. We're like, sure.
Yeah.
And those 2 girls kept coming back. Then they added another girl. And then I think that was Gabby, P, and Eugenia.
Yep.
Right. So shout out to Gabby, Paola, and Eugenia. They were the first 3, and they just kept coming back. And then that was in 2024, and then in 2025, we like made the decision to like open it up fully to anyone who wants to join. And in June we started an Instagram page.
Yep. We once we started that Instagram page, that's kind of when it took off.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you how important it is to be able to step back and allow other people to lead. If we're going to be truly honest, a big reason why the Run Club blew up was because we had females who came along, who saw the market and who know how to put our message out on social media in ways that we personally could not. Right. Once Eugenia, Paola, and Gabby took a hold of our social media handle and started making videos and posting it, just took off. The attendance just kind of came out of nowhere. Gainesville News Crew came out.
Yeah.
And when Gainesville News Crew came out and put us on the news, that's when we had a huge showcasing.
Yeah.
And just like to touch base on what you said earlier, MIM isn't here to compete with anybody. We're not here to take anyone's clientele. We are like you said, centralized running community. Yep. Running should be the foundation of everything, right? We don't want to steal. We want to bring together.
Yep.
I have your gym membership. I've had a membership at Zone. You Underground. It doesn't matter. No one's taking either thing. We can all run together.
Correct. And
grow as a community. Wellness is a community-based thing. It's not an individual-based thing. And I think the sooner Ocala realizes that, hey, we're a team, we're a unit, we're a community, I think the faster this place will grow, especially from a wellness aspect.
Yeah. We have a saying. We say, if you want to go fast, go alone.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go far, go together.
Correct.
And so we feel like I feel like we're better together. And our thing is, our Run Club motto is better yourself, but also better, what are you doing to make people around you better? And I feel like when people come together, there's an opportunity to learn more. There's an opportunity to grow more. There's an opportunity to expand more.
Right.
And I think two of the biggest things with our run club is we have been very, the word I would say is we've never held it like this, right? We've always held it like this. It's always been just like how can we help you? How can we help you win? How can we partner with you? We've never been worried about credit. We've never been worried about who gets the shine. Between him and I, we've never been worried about that. And then as a community, we've never been worried about that. And I feel like now we're kind of, seeing the fruit from just that consistency.
Being consistent.
Yeah.
Being true to who you are. Not putting this mask on a daily basis when you get behind that 6-inch screen trying to be somebody you're not. Because with that comes a lot of weight, a lot of pressure, a lot of fault. You become a moving target at that point. So our biggest things is just being true, being honest, staying faithful to who you are, and we don't try to overlead. Like you said, it's an open hand policy, man. We want everybody to come. We welcome you as you are. You don't have to be anybody special. You don't have to come out here running a 7-minute mile, 8-minute mile. You can walk, crawl for all we care. Just come out and be a part of the community.
Yeah, and you guys are super welcoming too. I know even our guys. It was this morning, as a matter of fact. We're out flipping tires. And you guys run Wednesdays, right? Mm-hmm. So as they're coming by the railroad track, they're cheering us on. We're cheering them on. Like that's just cool.
That's it,
right? So I love that. So that's happened quite a bit where we're outside early morning when you guys are out running, like when we were doing the burden carry with the cross.
Yeah.
Right. All your guys are running along here. Everybody's cheering each other on, and it's just super cool watching both communities interact like that.
Awesome,
that's what it's about.
That's what it's about. And what's even cooler about that is to hear that our community was behaving like that without us being there. Like we were at Run Club this morning, but we did a different route. So to hear that our crew is going down and cheering another crew on, I know that feels good to hear.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Looks like you still have a lot of men in the group, though. That's one of the things that, and don't take that the wrong way, but running is more of sometimes a female run, like dominated sport.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
You'll see most running clubs have a lot more females in it, but your group seems to maintain a pretty solid masculine presence. I know when you came for Down for Donuts, majority of your guys there's a lot of men in there.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Holding on to that core unit that's going to be tough sometimes when it comes to running. Mm-hmm. Especially when you add a lot of females, a lot of guys don't typically want to be around that shit. But if you're figuring it out, like that's cool. Like now you're doing it right.
Yeah. It's what would you contribute that to?
What more women, the men being here?
The men still hanging around.
Just an open hand, man. We don't have any egos.
That's a
good we don't try to be alphas.
That's a good thing.
We try to lift everybody
you're doing
up.
it right.
We don't have one leader. Everybody can lead, and we encourage that.
Yeah.
Before we take off, we usually do a chant. Like instead of us doing a chant, we'll call somebody else out to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just to give somebody else that role because we don't always want to take it on.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a community event. This isn't a hierarchy or a dictatorship.
Yeah.
It's a
Right.
community run club.
Correct.
Now a nonprofit, but
yeah,
kudos to that.
Absolutely.
But we like to give everybody power, give everybody a reign to be somebody that they're not accustomed to being. Not everyone's had a chance to be a leader. Not everyone's played on a team sport. So for some people, a run club or coming to this gym, being a part of something bigger than themselves, it's like the first time them being implemented into something like this. So it's huge.
Yeah.
So it's important to give people that stage, give them that light to become somebody they haven't been.
I agree.
I love that.
I agree.
I would also say that I feel like we still have a strong male presence because we've never lost the essence of making the men feel important and seen, right? So a lot of times women enter the equation. I'll just say it. Women enter the equation. All of a sudden it's, now the leaders are talking more to the women. It becomes a thing, the world likes to make it into how does this stay clean? How does this stay pure? And I think one of the greatest things that we've done is we've always maintained this professionalism, this respect with the men and the women in the club. But we've always, we are pulling men to lead, and we're talking to the men just like we're talking to the women.
Yeah.
And so, I think they noticed that there wasn't that shift, like, oh, there's now that there's women around, they're all about that. I think we stayed true to what we started this with, which was men in motion. Right? So MIM was men in motion to begin with.
So what was MIM?
Yeah. It was MIM.
It was MIM, yeah. I think you said Eminem.
Which we're all sort of different colors. We all come together. Put us in the same bag. It's okay.
Yeah. I'm from Detroit. It's just roll off my tongue, man.
But I just think we just stayed true to that, and I just think we, we have a very high standard when it comes to. So I just want to say that because optics, right? So we have men, we have women, and we have a strong male presence, but I'd say there's probably more women, and we've always taken that responsibility seriously.
Yeah.
Right. Just as men of God, men of valor, we don't play. We don't play. So it's that's important because we want people to know that they can send their significant others, they can send their wives, they can send their daughters, they can. I mean, we have high school, college athletes, parents say, "Hey," and it's like, "Hey, it's really nice to be able to look them in the eye and say, MIM Run Club is a safe place for your daughter. It's a safe place for your son."
Right.
That's MIM. Yeah.
100%.
So, it's important.
Yeah, I feel like that's pretty well represented. I came, leading into that, since we've gotten to know you guys compete in High Rocks.
Yeah.
So High Rocks, and we also had a couple of High Rocks competitors here at our gym that have been training. And because we're a strength and conditioning facility, we're a training facility for all sports, whether it's CrossFit, High Rocks, powerlifting, Olympic lifting, jiu-jitsu. It doesn't matter what the sport is. Our strength and conditioning background kind of prepares you for all of those types of things. So we see a lot of athletes from all different avenues. So we started kicking around an idea of running a kind of like a test bed, High Rocks type thing with you guys, which we've jumped on board. And you guys put together a club, which is kind of running those style of workouts on a Saturday. I came in last Saturday, and it was packed, man.
Yeah.
But the vibe that I like, man, when I walk in is it's just electric. Like, everybody's happy. Everybody's up and ready to go. And, like, everybody's just – it was bumping.
Absolutely.
I was in the middle of yard work. I was covered in dirt and dust and stuff from the yard. I was just coming up here to grab something, and I just walked in. I was like, this isn't the place for me right now. I'm like, I got to get out of here because they're having way too much fun, and I'm still like in work mode. I might come back a little bit later to watch, but that was really cool, man. You got a really good community going on. Like, they support you guys a lot. So that vibe, I love it.
Can I just say, we love what y'all are doing here at Iron.
Thank you.
So, like,
Yeah, second that.
from the top all the way down. So one of our key decisions of coming here was you're the leader here. We respect you as like a man. We like the qualities that you possess. We see things in you that we want to like emulate. So I just want to say that and give you those flowers right here. Secondly, we love the atmosphere, the environment. And I know that I feel like I can speak for myself, and Sean can, talk on this too. I feel like we need the help, the assistance in. Like, when I first came here, I felt very, like, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I know I look stupid. Like, not think I look stupid. Know I look stupid. Know I'm doing this wrong. Know I'm uncomfortable. And I was like, that's why I'm going to sign up. So I just what you guys.
But that's who we want. That's what we want. I mean, it's not that I want people to be uncomfortable, but I want people to eventually be comfortable being uncomfortable, right? Coming in here, like, I'll accept that challenge.
Yeah.
I'll accept that challenge.
It reminded me of when we started running. Right? When you have a 16-minute mile, it's just terrible, and you're like, okay, this is challenge.
Yeah, I did not like that. That was weird. That was tough. Yeah, I got to figure out how to make this a part of me.
Correct.
Right?
So just wanted to say, love what you guys are doing here at Iron, and with this High Rocks thing that we're doing, no other place that we'd rather have done it. I don't think there's a better place to do it.
It's going to be fun, man. I'm really looking forward to it. I'd like to see that thing grow, and it's turned our community on. It's got y'all's going really bumping good too. So
I credit this guy for the High Rocks thing. So I made him, I guilted him into doing a marathon.
Yeah, you did.
But when he wanted to do a High Rocks, he was all about the High Rocks. Like,
Almost lost my life.
Club. I was like, so we got to do a marathon first. So he did the marathon.
He's kind of right. It is a lot of running.
That's
man.
a lot. 26.2 is a long way to go, man.
Yeah.
But he didn't duck. He said okay. So he stood in there, and so he was like, now we got to do a High Rocks. So credit this man for the High Rocks wave.
Yeah. Just to piggyback off what he said, man, the environment you guys have here is like no other. And I've trained at other places, and this has by far been the most enjoyable.
Cool.
I feel at home.
Good. We love having you guys here, man. It's been good. Like I said, the community's meshed really, really well. So
music, shirts off. I love the High Rocks. I love heavy lifting. When I was in Colorado, I did a lot of similar things like this because I worked on at Fort Carson.
Okay.
So I was always at Waller Gym, a lot of the Army guys, and this is the kind of gyms that they provided. So it's kind of what I'm accustomed to. So just walking into the gym.
Comfortable.
Once he told me about it, I was like, yeah, I'll come check it out. And as soon as I walked in, I was like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is the place.
The same.
Yeah. This is home.
It smells home.
It smells like freedom in here.
Smells like freedom.
Exactly right. Well, that's cool, man.
Yeah, this is it, man.
So we got the Rocks race May 16th.
May 16th.
Yep, May 16th.
May 16th. So we're encouraging everyone that's watching this to sign up for sure. I know signups are getting crazy and are starting to.
It's starting to heat up.
So I'm
Yeah,
excited.
it's going to be a fun day, man.
Good,
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
good.
Good. Yeah. Ocala, what's really cool that you guys are doing this is because typically you have to travel far and spend a lot of money to experience what people are going to be able to experience on
Right.
16. Once again, right downtown. Ocala.
Right downtown.
Downtown.
Right downtown. And, you know, I've been having these conversations more and more. You know, I was talking to a little off topic, but similar. You know, my son is a wrestler for Forest High School. He's probably going to go to state next year. You know, you want to send him to all the camps and all the type of stuff over the summer during off season, get him all prepped and ready. So I'm talking to his coaches, his wrestling coaches. But his wrestling coach is Birdhouse. They're here in-house.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like,
Perfect. Sweet.
we have on our staff a Penn State wrestler, strength and conditioning coach. He was a all-state, like he's a great wrestler. He's coaching Logan right now. He said between the strength and conditioning staff that you have at Iron Legion and the wrestling staff that we have right here, he said we're running camps all summer right here in Ocala, right? And I'm just thinking to myself, like the resources that we have in Ocala, that's what I want to start talking about more and more on these podcasts. You don't have to go outside of this town to get anything because there's some real athletes in this town, some really good ones. There's some great running clubs, obviously, good wrestling clubs, good fight clubs, good strength and conditioning gyms. Like you have top level, top tier athletes right here in Ocala. Some of them retired just looking for shit to do. Like this guy from Penn State that just jumped on to help the wrestling team. I mean, that's pretty dope, man.
That is
Like
huge.
now you got a full roster from strength and conditioning all the way up into, you know, collegiate D1 wrestling coach. He's there ready to get these kids ready to go. So like, I love it here. I think I've been watching this town grow and all these connections start getting made. And now they're all starting to like converge on our spot, which makes it even more fun. You know, it's
Yeah,
like we've got a
absolutely.
real cool team of resources that we can start pulling together and doing some really cool stuff. So this is only the beginning.
Only the beginning.
Only the
beginning.
beginning. Yeah, it's crazy to think we haven't even been a public run club, not even a year. I mean, June is a
Yeah,
year.
it's blowing up too.
Yeah, June is a year, technically.
June is a year. So, yeah, definitely only the beginning. Only
Yeah.
the beginning. Yeah.
Now we got an event coming up with you in the fall too, right? Or is it late summer?
Yeah. It's so we are doing what's called a wellness fest. So, well,
Now, if it's too soon to talk about it, you don't have to. But
I mean, we can.
we'll just throw some.
I mean, we
bones
can
out
hit
there.
it, man. Go ahead. You're
All
on
right.
track.
So we came back from the marathon, right? This guy was done with running, so he said he wanted to do this thing called a wellness party,
Okay.
right? So, and this guy likes to move on things. So boom, we contact some folks, and we throw what's called a wellness party at another gym here in town, and we had vendors come out, and it was like a big thing. And it was like, oh man, this is super cool. And on our way, like we're literally walking out of the wellness fest, and a young lady that comes to the run club said, hey, she approached us and was like, I have this property out in the country, and it's like 10 acres.
Reddick.
Yeah, Reddick. And it's like 10 acres of land. You guys should come check it out. We could probably do something there.
Yeah.
And we went out, we viewed the property, and we were like, okay. And just those things of like it being like outside, you know, festival style.
Country.
Yeah.
It kind of puts you in a mindset of rock the country.
Yeah.
Essentially. Obviously, no alcohol and things of that nature. More of a health and wellness
Yeah.
approach, but the same like live music,
Yeah.
huge
Right.
stage. We want to keep it localized, so we'd have like local country artists and
Yeah. Cool.
any artist in
Any
Ocala
artist,
that
yeah.
kind of wants to perform. Obviously, be limited because we have a time slot. Just kind of putting that all on the plate, having you guys come out there, host a class,
Yep.
zone.
Yeah.
We'll have one hot out there. Lulu
Yeah.
just left. Lulu would have been out there, but we'll have Fit to Run. And all these other wellness vendors like juices and things like that going on, jump
That's cool.
houses for kids. Just like a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Just pure enjoyment.
Yeah, and we want it to be, our thing is we're calling it Wellness Fest. And the fest is kind of playing off of, like he's saying, like rock the country but for wellness, or like Rolling Loud, or like right now the big thing is Coachella, right? So Coachella just happened.
Yeah.
Huge, we want it to be a larger than life experience outdoors, something that you're like, I can't believe that was just part of that. We want it to be that big, and we're doing it in September, which is Suicide Awareness Month, I believe.
Exactly, yep.
Yeah.
And so a large portion of the proceeds are going to go to
50%
local.
of the proceeds.
Yeah, 50% of the proceeds are going to go to local suicide awareness
Very cool.
Nonprofits.
nonprofits.
Yeah.
So always figuring out a way to be generous with it. So that'll be in September. and we're super excited for it. And we feel like we're kind of ramping up with it with the Rocks race. And
Yeah, I'm getting pumped. We're on board, man. We're definitely on board.
Yeah, just finding ways to make fitness and wellness and community fun and cool.
Yeah.
You see it in like other cities, Tampa, Orlando, like was it Alt Social?
Alt Social, they
Alt
do a
Social
great
is a
job.
phenomenal job with how they bring the community together, and it's like, why not Ocala?
Why not?
Yeah, Tampa's got a really good fitness community. Like, it is solid.
Right.
So, I
Absolutely.
mean, and this is like starting to look like the
We
beginnings
have
of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people, ourselves included, we'd always go to Orlando or Tampa to enjoy those
Austin.
events, or Austin. We flying flights
Flying
just to
out.
go run marathons and half marathons.
Yeah.
Like, when is Ocala last? I know they used to do marathons here and halves. Why not bring that back?
Bring it back.
Why not?
Why not have a wellness fest?
Yep.
Why not make Ocala fun again?
Yep. I agree. I'm right there with you, man.
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. We try to run a few events a year. So,
So we're excited about it, and like you said, making it fun, making it enjoyable, also making it accessible.
Yeah.
So this would be something that people can just experience no matter what part of the city they come from. We have a saying at MIM: we're for everyone, and so we want everyone. We don't care about your past. We don't, too many people are afraid to show up places because of who they are, or what they did, and MIM is just once again just a safe place for everyone. As long as you're trying to become better, you're welcome.
You're in the right place.
You're in the right place.
well, good stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
Yes,
I'm glad
sir.
I got you guys on the podcast for a little bit. We try to keep them short. That way you got like a car ride, 20, 25 minute type podcast.
Absolutely.
I can't do the Joe Rogan stuff. I can't.
Nah.
No, you don't want to be.
You gotta
the 2 hour and
Yeah.
53 minute.
He's got
mark.
that marker. He can have that marker at a 3 hour podcast.
For sure. For sure.
But yeah, man, I'm glad you guys made it on board, and I guess we'll catch you on the next one.
Catch you on
Yes,
the next
sir.
one.
Yep.
Appreciate you.
All right, man. Forging Better Humans out. We'll catch you next week with Leo.
All right.
That was good.
Yeah, that was really good, man. You did a great job
Good.
facilitating
Yeah.
that thing. Yeah.
Kept rolling, kept flowing.
Yes, sir. How did we do?
Oh, it didn't record.
That would have been crazy. It did record.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've had work.